Well, welcome to RAD 300. My name is Chris Gibbons. I'm the Bachelor of Science in Medical Imaging Program Chair, and just wanted to again welcome you to this course and, of course, to the program as well. Very pleased to have everybody on board for our first inaugural cohort of the program. Well, you've made it through the introductory stuff for RAD 300, just kind of some of the basics about how your computer works and how to do threaded discussions and some of the basic skill sets necessary. I know some of you are online pros and probably just went right through that. I will caution you though that Module 1 and 2, again, it'll be easy, but this is really what's required for this course, or Module 1 and 2, and especially Module 2. Within Module 2, there are 4 assignments, very easy to do, and they're to show us that everybody has the same skill set to be successful in an online program. They can do the same kind of the basic things. So again, it shouldn't take you very much time at all, but they are 4 assignments which your pass-fail grade will be based on. They are contained within Module 2, and they're due January 8th at midnight. So don't wait till midnight, but if you're like me, you'll probably wait till 10 o'clock at night on January 8th. But nevertheless, make sure you do get them done in order to get your passing grade. We're going to have 2 videos within Module 1, which you're viewing now, and this one will be a video. We're just going to talk about some more larger issues or concepts as far as Mercy College and the program itself. And then in the next video, we're going to talk about more academic advising and your pathway to graduations and some of the courses that you'll be taking, kind of the nitty-gritty in order for you to get that diploma in the next 5 semesters. So with that, we're just going to do a little walkthrough, a few pages on the program handbook. And I encourage all of you to download that program handbook and keep it on your laptops. Also, I would encourage you to grab the college catalog for a download as well. It takes a while to download, but between the handbook and the college catalog, a lot of policies and procedures and a lot of nitty-gritty stuff is in there, and it's always good to have those at the ready. But with that, let's just delve right into the handbook here and spend our remaining time on the first few pages. So if you like, you can follow along, or again, just watch the video, kick back and relax, and then after we're done, make sure you've downloaded this PDF. But the first thing, for those of you that aren't familiar with Mercy College, is Mercy College is, as far as our mission statement, we are a Catholic institution of higher education dedicated to inspiring its students to a commitment to lifelong learning and social responsibility in the spirit of Mercy heritage and values. Mercy's been around for quite a few years. I think our founding goes back to 1922. I'd have to double check on that, but it was in the 20s. So we go pretty far back, primarily a school of nursing, and then we've branched off into allied health. Here we've got the vision statement, which feel free to read if you wish, just to make yourself more familiar with the college. And then the Mercy College core values. The core values, these are also applicable to Mercy Health Partners, and a little bit about our corporate structure. We're, of course, a nonprofit institution, and we are a part of Mercy Health Partners. They have changed their name. They've abbreviated it just to Mercy, but Mercy Health Partners is a very large health system here in Northwest Ohio, consisting of many hospitals. And as a college, we're part of that, so we're part of that system. But for those of you, and I know some of you are part of Catholic Health Partners, work for them. Mercy is also a part of Catholic Health Partners, and Catholic Health Partners is the 7th largest nonprofit health system in the United States. So we are a part of a big, much larger nonprofit system. As far as the Mercy College core values, these also are applicable for our the Mercy Health Partner core values as well. So you'll see these in the hospitals, but compassion, human dignity, excellence, sacredness of life, service, and justice. The institutional learning outcomes, well, this is specific to Mercy College, and this really says that anybody who is receiving a degree that they receive these basic learning outcomes, and we have 5 of them here. We had 9, but thankfully we did some consolidation, and some of them are a little dated. Like we had one on here about proficiency in computers. I argued that in today's environment, I mean, computers are like a telephone. Everybody knows how to use a computer. So we did, that one was eliminated or kind of rolled up into some of these other ones. We've also, for those of you that are familiar to Mercy or have been former students here at the college, we have done away with the portfolio, so you will not be required to do that. So yay, the portfolio is gone, which tied into these institutional learning outcomes. But again, you can feel free to read these. They are, somewhat fundamental, exhibit proficiency and competency within your own discipline, such as nursing or rad tech or ultrasound tech. Integrate critical thinking, be able to communicate. Number 4, I will talk briefly about number 4, though. I get a lot of questions. I do academic advising for other programs in addition to rad and medical imaging. But this one, I'm still kind of amazed at the confusion that can happen here. And that is with number 4, to demonstrate an understanding of Catholic beliefs and faith within one's own ethical and professional decision making. No one at Mercy College wants to, well, I'm sure some of the nuns here would love to have you come over to Catholicism, but no one has a secret agenda to make you Catholic. I'm not Catholic. I'm actually Lutheran by baptism. So there is not some secret agenda to make our students Catholic here. We were founded by nuns, and sponsored by nuns, so we do have some fundamental values here. But when you read this, it's to demonstrate an understanding of Catholic beliefs. It's not for you to actually adopt those Catholic beliefs. And again, if you look at it, they're kind of basic things anyway that most people would have, do unto others and those concepts. So occasionally students get confused that when they take a religion course that they think that, it's going to try to convert me to Catholicism. By no means, it's not trying to do that. Some of our courses do teach a Catholic viewpoint and want you to understand it, but you need not adopt it. Or you can take components of that, and that's really what number 4 speaks to here. Take components of that and adopt that, if you wish, within your own ethical and professional decision making. So enough of that. And then number 5, kind of display an understanding of cultures, experiences that characterize the global community, really that cultural diversity aspect of the college. Now a little bit about the program. The medical imaging program, and what we really want to do here, and when we looked at the overall picture of how this program was going to be designed, of course we looked at some other programs throughout the country and what they did right and what we think they're doing wrong, and our own ideas about what an advanced degree in medical imaging really should encompass. And the big consensus on this was that, and the one that I argued and really strongly for, is to give the student value for their money and to provide them the opportunities or prepare them for any opportunity that can come up in the future. When I look at students entering this program, I'm really not speaking to the student who's entering now. I'm speaking to the student who in 3 to 5 years, who's graduated. That's really the you that we're looking at here. Because when in 3 to 5 years from now, who knows what opportunity is going to come open to you. I have no idea myself what's going to happen to me. And trying to be prepared for those multiple roles that you may be asked to do or may want to do. We want to prepare you for that. So when you look at this program, it really has 3 fundamental components. I kind of the analogy I like to use is it's a 3-legged stool. And if you think like a milking stool, or it has 3 legs on it. You remove any one of those legs, and of course the stool falls over. So what we want to do is to give you those 3 solid foundations that, if you wish, you can build upon in the future. But the first one is a better understanding of advanced imaging. And the two biggies here, it wasn't any brainer. It was a CT and MRI. We would love to do more, but I think most of you want to graduate within 120 credit hours and don't want to stay around for an extra year. So when we looked at what we had to really boil it down to, it was CT and MRI. So you'll receive a detailed study in that. Also, we thought it was very important for you to receive a background in healthcare management. Some of you may want to be managers someday of your department, and that is great. You might be in a supervisor role, or you may have no desire at all to be a manager or a supervisor. But to give you an understanding about those decisions and how they're made and how they impact you, I think is very important. I think all of us know techs who they don't sometimes see the writing on the wall with how things in the department are running and why they're running that way. And when things happen, such as mandatory time off, or you're being asked to learn a second modality and you don't want to, sometimes these things are somewhat easy to forecast if you knew the business behind what was going on in these decisions, and you can prepare yourself for these events that are going to impact you directly. So we felt, again, it's very important to have a background in healthcare management, and you're going to receive some courses in that. Some of you have already done some pre-work in that area. But again, I'd love for you to be a graduate and to move on into managerial roles. We really need strong managers right now, and there's a general lack out there with strong management candidates in medical imaging. The third leg of the stool is to support your technical knowledge. And this is kind of another thing I use, kind of like the back of the house knowledge. What happens to the images after you take the image, and that includes PACS and quality management. Medical imaging informatics is just exploding, and I think that's a fantastic area if you can get into it. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you some knowledge more in PACS and in quality management, as well as even research. So again, trying to diversify your education, not have all of your eggs in one basket, if you will. Now, I will say with your associate's degree, by design, that is kind of a single purpose, and that is to get you to be a registered tech. This degree is really to take that limited focus now and just to expand it across the entire horizon of medical imaging. Again, to prepare you for whatever comes knocking on your door in 3 to 5 years from now, when you have completed this program. A little bit about the program history. We did start. Congratulations, you are the inaugural cohort. We started in the spring of 2012. This program has been in development for a couple of years, which has been my job. So we're very pleased to launch this in January. In a way, we're sort of an extension of the radiologic science program, which started here in Mercy College in 1999. But that program itself was founded in 1951 over at St. Vincent's, which is a major hospital here in Toledo, and we accepted that sponsorship. It came over to us. So really, you can trace our medical imaging education roots back down to the early 50s. Program philosophy, we've pretty much have gone over that. It's really, again, going back to providing you that diversified education. On page 6, I'm just going to briefly touch on the program goals. And that is to prepare you to be successful, again, in your medical imaging and the progression of your career within medical imaging. And then to provide students with a balanced and diversified portfolio to provide you multiple career opportunities. So not only can you move forward, but you can move into different areas. And that's what we want to do, providing you the most value for your dollar, because education isn't cheap, and prepare you for the greatest opportunities. And for those of you that are interested in moving on to a graduate level education, we're going to prepare you for that as well. With that, that'll conclude this video, and then we'll pick up video 2, and that'll be all that you will have for Module 1.